This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, verse 3, is that I want to go into some history, a period, where Jake was ruling, okay? And what inspired me to do this lesson is that, I watched Gladiator 2, and then I wanted to do some research on Denzel Washington's character, Macrinus, okay? Now, in the movie, okay, they have him as some arms dealer. Spoiler alert, okay? If you haven't watched it, this is a spoiler alert, okay? But they have him as some arms dealer, also a owner of gladiators, and basically this is how he was able to make his name, all right, in the upper class, where he was able to be near the two Caesars, okay? Oh, by the way, the two Caesars, okay, real quickly, just want to bring this out right here. The two Caesars in the movie were Emperor Caracalla and Geta, all right? And they were the sons of Septimius Severus, who, okay, is now the history is being taught, all right, that he was the so-called first African Roman emperor, all right, which, all right, that's confusion in itself, all right. Africa's a continent, okay, but he was the first. They claim that he was the first so-called black Roman emperor, which that's not true. It was Nerva, okay, and you can go into that history. But I want to stick with Macrinus, Emperor Macrinus, because if you see the worldhistory.org, they created an illustration, okay, according to eyewitnesses and archaeology, all right? And they said that this is what he will look like, all right? And clearly you see him as a so-called, okay, black man, all right, so-called, all right? And this is why, we have to constantly bring color up, because this devil Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right, he likes to hide this history, all right? He likes to put himself, okay, as everyone but the Edomites, okay? He likes to put himself as everybody but the Edomites, all right? Which, that's why the Lord raised up the prophets, all right, to bring out the truth, all right, and to show that no, all right, you are the biblical Edomites, all right. And then you started calling yourselves Greeks, all right, to cover your identity. Then you started calling yourself Romans to cover your identity, okay, all right. Now you're calling yourself American, all right, or you stole our identity. You're calling yourself Jewish, all right. But the point is, man, all right, the elites, the secret societies, all right, they know what we're saying is the truth. That's why there's a big media blackout on us, all right, because we bring out the facts, man, okay, all right, and they know that we got the facts. Again, they put this up, the worldhistory.org. This is their website, and they are bringing this information out, Okay. Once again, let's read it. Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. Right. Okay. These elites, the international bankers, they know we got the truth. All right. They know, all right, we got the truth. Okay. Because they look into things. All right. They study. All right. This is why we're telling our people, you need to study to show thyself approved, man. All right. There's a lot of history that has been hidden, all right, from these devils, all right? And the elites have done it purposely, okay? Because they don't want this information to come out, because they know that we have the truth, okay? For with thy wisdom and with thy understanding thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures, right? And because they know, all right, the true history, all right, they spent a whole lot of money to cover it up, all right, to hide it, especially from our people, all right, and even their own people, because, there's going to be some schmuck, low-level Edomite, okay, that's saying like, no, this can't be true, all right, this can't be true, okay, which, you don't know history, man, all right. There was plenty of so-called black emperors, all right, in the Roman Empire, okay? Now, what's so interesting about Emperor Macrinus, hopefully I'm saying it correctly, all right? Let me go to the history, all right? This is an eyewitness. It says Macrinus was a Moor by birth, from Caesarea, and the son of the most obscure parents. Right. So he was a Moor by birth. All right. And the Moors were so-called black. Okay. Let's get etymology of the word Moor. All right. There we go. Moor, North African. Okay. There you go. It also goes to the word black. Okay? There you go. All right? Or it's synonymous with Negro. Okay? Being a dark people in relation to Europe, their name in the Middle Ages was a synonym for Negro. You see that? All right? So Moor or Moras was identified as, okay, as so-called black. All right, and this is who Emperor Macrinus. All right, there was the account. All right, from a historian. Who was the historian? Yes, Cassius Dio. He was also a senator. All right. Here it is. Historian Cassius Dio wrote. There it is, right there. All right, he was also a senator. All right, who was a historian. And he wrote that, yes, Emperor Macrinus was a Moor by birth. So he was so-called black. Okay? All right, it says right here, in particular of his ears have been bored in accordance with the custom followed by most of the Moors. All right? So there you go. And that's why this is why they have to put this up. All right? Because Macrinus was a so-called black man, and that's why Ridley Scott made sure to put Denzel Washington to play that role, because the elites know the truth, man. They know the true history. Okay. Now they went off, and that's why they had to create this character. He was a arms dealer, and he controlled gladiators. But when you read the actual history of who he was, we'll get into a little bit of it. His upbringing. Yeah, here it is. Macrinus and Emperor Caracalla, who was the sons of Septimius Severus. So these were all Jakes, by the way. Little else is known by Macrinus until the reign of Emperor Septimius Severus. See, this is the history. Okay? Platunus, the commander of the Praetorian Guard, named him as steward. Later in 212 CE, under Emperor Caracalla, he will rise to become the Praetorian Guard commander himself. This position afforded him the opportunity to serve under Emperor Caracalla as second in command against the Parthians in the east. Right. Okay? So there you go. And also, there's another one where he says he was also a lawyer as well. Here it is. Luckily for Macrinus, he will rise above the low-class birth and receiving training as a lawyer. See? In the Roman history, Cassius Dio also added, as for his attitude toward law and precedent, his knowledge of them was not so accurate as his observance of them was faithful. This latter comment gave indication of the future emperor's action. There you go. All right? Because, again, he had ambitions, you know, of his own. But there you go. So I wanted to bring this out. And that's why we're telling our people, you know, you got to look into things, man. You can't just believe everything Esau says, man. You got to look into things, all right? Because Esau knows the truth, all right? All right? The children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. And, you know, for the most part, the bulk of our people, you know, you don't know nothing, all right? All right, you were put in public schools and you were taught bullshit. Luke chapter 60, verse 8. And the Lord commended the unjust steward because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. Right. And with that in mind, you got to get into this history. All right. And so when we come out and teach the gospel and we say that the Messiah is a so-called black man with white woolly hair, all right? Okay, we're telling the truth, man, all right? When we say that the children of Israel are people of color, we're telling the truth, all right? This whole notion that, you know, we were just in, you know, where either for a southern kingdom, somewhere on the continent of Africa, swinging on trees, because this is what Esau says amongst some Edomite supremacists, but they don't know what the fuck is going on, all right? A lot of these low-level Edomite supremacists are just fucking idiots, all right? And or they got our, you know, Northern Kingdom. Oh, we were just some savages, you know, low-level, okay? And so that's why you got to go into the history. All right, you got to go into this because what Esau taught about our people was bullshit, man. All right, it was done that way on purpose. Let's get this because, you know, by bringing out the history, man, all right, we got the truth, man. So 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared right. And when you look at, you know, stuff like this, you know, your faith gets boosted because you're like, yeah, we got the truth, all right? Because Esau had to hide this, all right? And this is just secular history, all right? How much more hiding who we are, you know, as the chosen people, you know? And that's why our faith is boosted. And you know, we love going into the history. We love, you know, going to period pieces and seeing, you know, and looking at it, all right, with our eyes, with those spiritual eyes, knowing that Esau's a big liar, man. Okay. I want to bring this out too. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judge thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right. All right. Clearly, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, starting with the elites, the international bankers, they're the ones that cover the true judges, man. You know, and this is what they do. They change history. All right. They'll change events. All right. To cause confusion. All right. That's an art of war. Okay. And especially when it comes to this truth, who the real judges are, starting with our big brother Yahweh Shai. You know, you got to understand this devil Esau Edom, all right, from the elites on down, all right, their weapon is the art of deception, man. All right, so they'll lie, they'll deceive, they'll change history. Okay, then they'll be snaky with it. They'll throw in like Macrinus in a period piece, even though Maximus never existed, or Lucius, the son of Maximus. Spoiler alert. All right, that's all made up. But they'll have emperors like Caracalla or Geta, or again Denzel Washington's character Macrinus in it, to cause confusion, to cause deception, man. That's why you can't. You got to be sober and be vigilant, man. Let me get that scripture. All right, this is the art of war, man. If you don't understand, all right, remember he's already conquered our people. All right, physically. Now he's trying to continue conquering us in the mind. All right, because we have no mind in us. So how's he able to continue this conquering? All right, by attacking our mind. All right, and you have to understand that, man. This is a warfare. We're in a spiritual warfare. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Right. That's why you got to be sober in the spirit, in the mind. You got to be vigilant, man. All right. This is history right here. All right. And if they can lie about that, how much more about the Bible, man? About the scriptures. Okay. They try to hide this history. You would think, right? Something this important, they should put this in the public schools, in the university. All right. Especially for our people, to show like, oh wow, Rome had emperors, so-called black emperors. All right. I always say so-called because, black and white, that's a color construct that was created by Esau Edom. And that's why we have to bring out color, all right, to combat against it. All right. Because he used color to confuse everybody. All right. Because back in the time of the Roman Empire, people were identified as what nation they came from, all right, or what tribe they came from. This whole black and white thing, this is something new. Last one, Isaiah chapter 25 verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Right. Okay. And the Lord is using his servants, the prophets, all right, to pull the veil down, bring out the truth, all right, going into history, going into the scriptures, all right, to back up what we're saying is the truth, man, and telling the whole world that y'all been told lies, and y'all, especially our people, all right, because you're Israelites, you've been told lies, all right, you're not black, you're not Hispanic, you're not Native American, all right, you're an Israelite, okay. And the so-called white man, he's not white. He's an Edomite. He's red. Okay? So, Lord willing, let's edify. I don't want to make this too long. I just, that Gladiators 2 movie inspired me to do a lesson. And it just goes to show you that these devils know the truth. They throw it in their movies. They try to, try to cause, what's it called? Try to be... They try to cause confusion. They want to be deceptive. Like here it is, all right. Macrinus is an actual emperor. You put Denzel Washington as the character, as the one to play the character, all right. But yet you have it set up that he's some arms dealer, all right, and he's raising gladiators to fight for him, all right. Not knowing that, according to the history, he was a lawyer. And he was chosen by Caracalla, all right, to oversee the Praetorian Guard, all right. And Caracalla and Geta, they were descendants of Septimius Severus, so these were all Jake. So you put in the film Caracalla and Geta, they were Edomite looking and Caucasian looking. That's not the truth, man. All right. So, Lord willing, that's edifying. We're out here bringing out the truth, all right? And, we got the truth. our Lord and Savior is a so-called black man, and he's coming back to save, all right, his people, which consists mainly of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Those are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, all right? And all the elect are going to get it, and that's what's so beautiful. So with that, I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Makakodash. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. We got the truth. Keep fighting. For the few that are watching, keep studying. When you pray, preach, and cover. Shalom.